trying to train optimally, trying to constantly train to failure, trying to constantly have better and more time under tension, constantly reiterating the mind muscle connection. It's all holding you back. You're emphasizing the wrong thing. You are spending your time, your effort, your exertion, and your money on trying to look better, feel better, and be stronger in the gym. It just doesn't translate as well as you think it should. So, if you're constantly focused on training to failure and progressive overload and more time under tension, this is for you for the simple fact that, listen, it's time to mix it up. We go to the gym, we work out to improve ourselves for outside of the gym. It's not just about being in the gym unless it's your job. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a workout for you to try to open up the possibilities of what your body can really do. So, start with me, follow along. We're going to start with an assault bike. Now, run this in caution, just because if you're not used to it, you might go throw up after you give it a try. I do a 3-minute round. I try to burn as many calories as I controllably can, going around zone 3 for heart rate for those who understand. And I get as many calories as I can in that zone within 3 minutes. Now, first primary movement of today is hang cleans. Hang cleans are extremely fun. And there's a few different form variations and cues depending on who you ask. So with this slow-mo video, let's break it down. I start with an RDL. As I come up, I bop it with my thighs because my hips are driving forward real hard. I do a partial upright row till it reaches its pinnacle, which is up atop my shoulders, and I let it come back, and I let my wrists fall back into position. Now, here in a minute, I'll explain how I feel about doing them, but they are very fun. Helps for overall power development, especially for hips, and good control. It's a full body movement. I suggest you give these a try. Start light, feel it out. If you don't know how to hinge and you don't have good shoulders or good wrists, then I suggest you probably need to work on some foundational stuff before you get here. But give this one a try. I promise. For exercise 1, you're going to love it.
All right, hang cleans went pretty well. I'm realizing that my wrists and elbows feel extremely tight, and I can't really get my elbows nice and high to get in that kind of like front squat position. Either I need to go wider with my grip or maybe more narrow. I'm not 100% sure. Need to figure that out. Need to work with some other people that I know and talk to them, get some outside perspective. Or if you know, let me know. It just seems that when I do get my elbows higher, it just pushes the bar into my throat or my chin, and that's really uncomfortable. Maybe I'm supposed to like lean my head further back. I don't know. Went good though. Need to work on that. Try to perfect the form. Otherwise, it felt good. So there is that. Definitely today does feel way more athletic. So, all right. Next up, we have rotational med ball throws.
Med ball throws, why you need them, why you should have them. So this is going to allow you to utilize rotation, which everyone's scared about hurting their lower back or anything else and just tweaking. You need to be able to perform this because if you like any sort of recreational activity or you like combative sports or you just want to feel younger for longer and more powerful, then med ball throws, especially rotational med ball throws, are going to allow you to 1, have power, 2, great strength, and great control. So it's going to allow you to be more in tune with your body and how it should move. So I do suggest using these. And it just feels phenomenal. It feels like you're getting a whole bunch of stress off your chest and you're letting all that rage out. Give these a try. Just go low and slow, especially if you have any back or shoulder issues.
Okay, so rotational med ball throws feel pretty good, but I don't think I'm doing them wrong. Right. I think I'm doing more of a scoop toss. I don't know if this is supposed to be a rotational chest pass or some other variation that I'm not familiar with. So I've done a couple of the scoop toss. I'm going to look up what I guess a basic rotational med ball throw would be, and I'm going to do that. We're going to see how that goes. My goodness, it hurts because this is max intent. When it comes back at you and you have to catch it, it hurts when you throw it hard. My forearms are like aching. So, all right, let's move on to the next thing and go from there. Looking up variations helped me Not at all. I saw three different variations. I was doing a scoop version. Apparently, this is a version where you stand facing the wall, you go back, and then you do a chest pass variation. Whoa, that's way hard. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What do you do for a rotational med ball throw? Is it that variation or is it the scoop toss variation? I don't know. I feel the scoop toss variation has way more rotation, but yeah.
Next up, we have Cossack squat, which I need to work on getting lower personally, so don't judge me there. This is going to allow you to really utilize your adductors and feel more control over your hips and your ankle as you go side to side and work on getting deeper and lower. Now, I go front loaded, and that allows me to have a little bit more control over the movement. Plus, it's the most common variation I had seen up to this point doing it. So, give this a try if you want to strengthen the inner part of the thighs for a thick thigh, because thick thighs save lives. And really feel out your depth more than the weight. Start with no weight and do it even supported if you need.
Next up, we have single leg isometric calf holds. And my balance is really bad, so I'm not super optimistic about it. We'll see how it goes, though. The lateral lunges didn't bother my knee. I've been doing a lot more mobility and recovery work recently, so I think that's helped out a lot. I would assume. So, based off what I know in my experience. So, I think that's what's helped a lot on those. Those weren't really good. And I don't think I was going low enough, personally. What do you think? Do you think I went low enough? I don't know. Yeah, let's go ahead and get these calf raises done.
Single foot calf raises are a great one for ankle control, understanding that most of the force needs to be generated through the toes in the forefoot, so you have more control and more force production, but also, as you can tell, it works your stability overall, so any age can benefit from this. But also, isometrics release basically this analgesic response, which is a way that the body kind of numbs some pain, especially when it comes to connective tissue. I've been doing some research on it. Don't quote me on it. I'm not a medical professional. This is just stuff that I've been researching and practicing on myself, and it's helped a lot, which if you're wondering why, it's mostly because I've dealt with Achilles tendonitis in the past, and with all the extra footwork and all the other movement I'm doing, I need to stay ahead of it to condition that joint, specifically being the ankle. So give it a shot, add it to your program. Also, it looks funny when you're tiptoeing around constantly in front of people who are like going max effort, but it's necessary. I'm serious.
Okay, so the isometric calf holds were very difficult. My balance was just as bad as I thought. Actually, it's a lot worse. So that's something I really need to emphasize. Probably maybe like one more time during the week, maybe some basketball stuff. I don't know. Definitely seems like it's mostly from the ankle, not the knee or the hip, on my instability, as far as my instability is concerned. Next up, we have an iso spinner squat. If you haven't seen these, I absolutely love these, especially if you have some knee pain. It adds a little distraction to the joint. It depends on why your knee hurts as to why you would want to do them. But anyway, we're going to do that now. ISO hold. This is for tendon conditioning, hold isometrics. And let's go ahead and get the next thing done.
Doing a Spanish squat iso hold is something I also recommend adding into your program or just doing a part of this program. The burn is incredible, so if everything else feels like I haven't worked out, this will give you an amazing burn in your quads, first and foremost. Two, it's extremely beneficial for the knee joint, so make sure that you're mixing up and you're utilizing it. I promise it'll go a very, very long way. Overall, what you'll realize is that there's power elements, chaotic elements, there's time under tension elements, there's very specified movements in here, but also it's very freeing from a normal everyday program, which you're probably seeing a lot of plateaus on in your fishing, whether you need to focus on progressive overload or just another variation of the lift. How about you switch the completely different way of training that muscle, a whole different energy system? That'll really get a muscle to adapt. So mix in, this is kind of where the workout finishes up, besides the recovery and mobility at the end of it, which I'm about to talk about now.
I forget how much I really dislike time under tension and isometrics. That burn is so intense. Oh my goodness. Well, that was really good. I know if it's something challenging, it's probably something I need to work on. So overall, I feel happy about it. And I don't know, day three is in the bag. There's a few extra little things that, again, pre-workout, post-workout recovery, mobility, prep, stuff like that.
Am I talking to me? Well, I am because I'm the only one in the vehicle. So, overall, first and foremost, try the workout program. If you can't do it because of some injury history or some other like super serious reason, then don't do it. This is just for people that can do the movements or really just struggle to do them because you're too weak to be able to do them or you don't practice. Not that I did it great by any means, but I'm practicing, and I practiced this for several weeks to get looking somewhat decent at it. Part of the fun, part of the shit, part of the crew. Learn it, live it, love it. Mix your stuff up. Honestly, you do too much of the same thing. You go to the gym to better your body. If you're doing the same thing all the time, what are you getting better at? Going to the gym? How does that help you outside of the gym? I don't think it is. Yeah, I feel a little bit better and I'm a little bit stronger. Don't you want your joints to stop hurting? Don't you want to be able to walk up the stairs without being like, yeah, stairs suck? Take care of yourself. Mix it up. Let your joints feel the love. And I mean actual love. Like, don't destroy them. Like, give them the attention they need. Prevent yourself from getting injuries. Overload the tissue. Move fast. Feel springy. Feel young again. Mix it up. There are people in their 20s I've talked to and they're like, yeah, man, I'm getting old. Shut up. No, you're not. You don't take care of yourself. You don't move around. You're lazy. Anyway, if you have any medical issues or anything like that, clearly go talk to your doctor before doing anything exercise or fitness related, nutrition related included. This is just a fun exercise workout routine that I think people would enjoy and extremely benefit from. And if not from the full thing, at least from some of the movements. Just try it out if you can. If you can't, I'm sorry. But if you can, do it. And if you say you can't, but you actually can, well, you will never see notable progress in life. That took a dark turn. But in all seriousness, though, the thing that you guys need is to mix up, and that's what this whole video is about, is mix it up, challenge yourself, do something new. Your body is meant to do crazy and wonderful things. Prove it. Prove it to yourself, and prove it to the world. Go out and have fun. Anyway, stay growing, stay smiling, of course, stay silly. I'll catch you all in the next video. Till then, later. Shimmy, shimmy.